Hello everyone! On behalf of all the co-authors, I'm excited to introduce our work, Visualizing Historical Book Trade Data, an iterative design study with close collaboration with domain experts. In this presentation, we will begin with an introduction to our project and the workflows that domain experts used and the challenges they encountered. Following that, we will discuss our iterative design process and the evaluation practices. We will present Dondi Explore Viz, the tool we developed, and conclude by discussing the challenges and lessons learned throughout the design study. Picture this, a 15th century book traveling from one country to another, witnessing countless historical events before taking its current form. Historians are interested in such travels as analyzing this data can help explain historical phenomena. Tracking book circulation has generally become more feasible nowadays, however, it is not the case for the historical books. To review the hidden treasure in the book trade data, historians spend a lot of time to collect and gather book provenance records using evidence like manuscript annotations, decorations, or binding styles. This effort led to the creation of the MEI database, which makes this valuable data available to everyone. But there is a problem. While they have lots of data, they don't have a proper way to see it or make sense of it. And that is how the collaboration between us started. In discussions with domain experts, we discerned that the MEI data is hierarchically structured, as shown in the left figure. The core is the provenance, which depicts a book's life journey and details where and how long a book stayed at a location. From the raw data, we proposed creating a transfer sequence which can be more directly linked to the trajectory path on the map. The current MEI interface allows users to look up records, but all the information are shown in a cataloged, text-heavy format, which masks the spatial and temporal features in the data. It is also challenging to compare different copies, visualize their movement, or get a comprehensive view of the data. Based on several discussions with the domain experts, we concluded the main objectives is to support the explanatory and exploratory analysis of the data through visualizations. We distilled more specific requirements as follows and linked them with different visual tasks. The requirements span from visualizing a single book's journey to the flow of a group and to geographical representations. Moreover, we aim to highlight provenance-related details, animate book movements, and derive insights from them. We adopted the 9-stage framework because it comprehensively covers all stages of a design study. However, due to the uniqueness of our collaboration, we need to bridge the gap between historical book research and visualization. So we emphasize the user-centered approach throughout the entire study. To enhance the framework's practicality, we unfolded the implicity and flexible recursion and validation stages of the 9-stage framework into explicit iteration cycles. During each cycle, we work closely with domain experts through the discover, design, implement, and validate phases until the tool reached its initial completion. Additionally, we incorporate several other methodologies such as the nested model, especially in the design and discover phases, where we conducted data and task analysis. Following our enhanced framework, we conducted a 6-month design study working closely with domain experts, and we went through 7 iteration cycles. And what you are seeing here is the evolution of Dondi Explore Viz, from its initial sketches to a multi-panel visual analytic tool. At the bottom, we have highlighted milestone design decisions, feature additions, and refinement process throughout our journey. Apart from the expert feedback from each design iterations, we also surveyed a broader group of domain experts and users. This survey covered requirements validation, preferences for the design alternatives, and the usability of our pilot tool. After integrating their suggestions and refining the tool, we conducted expert interviews using the Think Aloud protocol, and we further assessed the tool's usefulness and usability. Dondi Explore Viz is the tool that supports domain experts in analyzing and presenting the book trade data. On the left are the query panels and heat maps. They are mainly used for data retrieval and exploratory analysis, as well as providing a global overview and insights. It enables users to query data in several ways. Additionally, cells within the heat maps can also serve as a data entry point. We have implemented 3 heat maps to present data from different perspectives. Panels on the right are the storyboards, which are designed to support explanatory analysis and presentation. According to the domain requirements, map-based visualizations are used. The first feature is the multi-static storyboard, designed to visualize individual book records. Each book's visualizations are lined up in a row. We utilized glyphs and Rita charts to show the data uncertainty of each provenance. And the horizontal journey represents a streamlined route, which enables highlight similarities. The second feature is the single static storyboard designed to visualize the circulation of all book copies in a single map. Recognizing that visual cluttering can be an issue with vast data, we have integrated edge bundling to ensure a clean presentation. And lastly, we have the single dynamic storyboard to depict the book's movement through animation. We have faced several challenges along the way. First was about the domain expert's interpretation of data. Relying on text-based information, experts often struggled to fully understand the data's structure. This led them to overlook key distinctions such as the difference between provenance day and transfer between provenances. Another challenge was getting the expert to think out of the box. They were used to seeing the book's entire journey as one unit, not as separate provenances. This made them question the value of standalone provenances. At first, they were hesitant about our heat map idea, which focused on individual transfers. But after lots of discussions and refinements to the associated features, they came around realizing that heat maps offer a clear and effective way to abstract and explore the data. We've also summarized some lessons learned. Firstly is to customize design study frameworks for each specific domain, as collaborators across fields have their unique ways of thinking and collaborating. Also, we found that domain experts sometimes might throw a creative curveball mid-project, and we have to weigh these inputs, deciding if they align with the current scope or could be a hint at future directions. During the evaluation stages, we need to be aware of what the domain experts are praising. A lively animation or a sea of data can easily impress and distract people, and we call it as the wow effect. The positive feedback is good, but it is crucial to discern if it's genuine or just a reaction to the shine. Lastly, don't be afraid to challenge the expert, even if it's in their domain. They know their field, of course, but might always see all the innovative ways data can be presented. By questioning them, we open doors to new visualization methods and potentially more effective solutions. The use of heat maps in our case is an example of this. That's the end of the presentation. Thank you.